Well, that's why I'm telling him that relationship. Some relationships only last for a summer.
Yeah.
Some last for a year. The relationship ran its course. You know, in that relationship, I invested a lot of my social capital and actual capital. I spent somewhere between $5 to $10 million personally on Balenciaga. How much money do you think Balenciaga had paid me in the past 2 years? Just
Um,
take a really wild guess. A really wild one.
Less than that.
Just take a super wild one. Just go to the furthest extent of your imagination.
1.2 million.
Lower,
500,000.
lower,
Zero.
zero.
All right.
And actually, 2 weeks ago, I paid out of Saint's account $862,000, not in clothes for me from Balenciaga from the store, in royalties to Balenciaga, where the deal had been engineered where I was coming out of my pocket. So last year I paid Demna $3 million to design the collection, right? And we got it out of the Gap marketing fund. And he was going to deliver 160 SKUs or 120 SKUs. 100 SKUs are separate items of clothing, styles of clothing. So he ended up delivering about 60. I feel like we're on the people's court because we actually are, right? We're in the court of
Mhm.
public opinion. So he delivered about 60. There were all kinds of people that were working. Part of the reason why I had to get Dimna, like I didn't want to have to I wanted to compete with him. I didn't want to have to like get him. When I made Stronger, I did it to compete with Timberland and Justin Timberlake because my fiance at that time liked Justin Timberlake just a little bit too much. So I made it to compete. And then we had the song out. It's number one on Apple. It's blowing up. I play it in a club and it sounds muddy. It doesn't sound the way Sexy Back sounded in the club. So I go to Pharrell Williams to do the drums, and it sounds like a different record. And no, it can't be a different record because I'm like, I'm gonna swap it out on radio, right?